All right, let's talk about Mugsy. So, if you've already watched the traits video, stable versus adjustable, you'll know that some are already innate to a dog and other ones we can be building into and working on. So, we are going to go through his results. So the first thing you're going to notice is I place him into the testing area, and then what I'm looking for is how does he respond to a new area, new obstacles, new items. Is his tail down? Is he nervous to be there? Or is his tail high? And he's just kind of taking it all with stride. And what I noticed was that his tail was high. He was checking everything out. He kind of had bursts of energy here and there, and nothing really threw him for the loop. And that kind of was consistent throughout the whole temperament testing. Human assertiveness. So what we're looking for is how does he approach me when I kind of enter the testing area? Does he kind of army crawl over, or does he dive into my lap and he's looking to get as close to my face as he can? And I found the latter. He wanted to get up to my face. He was trying to give me puppy kisses, and he had no regard for my personal space. So these are the dogs that you just want to set your boundaries from the beginning. 4 on the floor. They get attention when they're politely sitting. The sit means them politely saying please, and that's what we're looking for. So set those boundaries right from the beginning, just to make sure that we're not rewarding that jumpy behavior. Motivation level. So also workability, trainability. How badly do they want to please you? So this one, okay, so I don't know if I nailed the timing here for temperament testing. We kind of caught them in the evening zoomies, so everybody had a little bit more energy than I've commonly seen. And so I think motivation level, I think they were all a little bit distracted too. So honestly, I think he's going to be a dream to train. I think he's going to really enjoy brain games and training sessions, just like his mama does. And at the same time, you'll see through the test, I give him a medium just because they would get distracted and he would kind of go do his own thing and they would come back, but he wanted to try everything I asked. So yeah, I have no concerns there. Nerve strength and resiliency. So I gave him a medium here. The only thing that I noticed, and this is one of those traits that are adjustable, so we can be building into that, it's their ability to handle stress. And so the only trait that I had noticed that would have indicated any signs of stress during the temperament testing was panting. So signs of stress are panting, yawning, scratching. And I did notice that a few of the puppies were kind of panting throughout the temperament testing. So as with any dog, we want to be building that nerve resiliency into our dog. So overall, he appeared very confident and he appeared to be handling stress, no problem. But I did give him a medium just so that I can explain to families that all dogs should be working on that nerve resiliency. And the way that we do that is, for example, going by field trips. We don't want to be stockpiling stress. So what you do is you go for a field trip, you offer a positive experience for your dog, a positive or a neutral, and then give them a day or two break before you go again. So what we don't want to be doing is going on a field trip in the morning and then going on a field trip in the afternoon and then go again the next day when they really haven't had time to decompress. And that's going to be stockpiling stress. So that's not going to be building nerve resiliency or nerve strength in your dog. It's going to be counterintuitive. So what you want to be doing is going for a field trip, allow them to have a break or two for a day or two, maybe in 3 days if it was a really big field trip. And then you can go again. So once we're gradually building up on those positive experiences, we're also building that nerve strength. So touch tolerance. So I gave him a medium, just because during the test, I noticed that he didn't really want to slow down. And that's very common for that puppy massage. But from what I experience with him on a daily basis is he really enjoys his puppy massage. Puppy handling is not an issue. Nail trims and eye trims. He just enjoys it all. So typically, I would say that he's high for touch tolerance, but I scored him a medium on our testing just because when he gets in busy play mode, he's probably not going to want to slow down for a nail trim in the middle of it, nor would I expect him to. Energy level. Okay, so I scored him a high, but again, I think we kind of hit our zoomies and our crazy in the evening, and puppy energy. Overall, I think as he matures, he's going to be a medium energy dog. I think he's going to enjoy his play sessions, but then he's going to mellow out because he really enjoys his cuddling. He does calm down. But in terms of the temperament testing, what you'll see in the video, he's definitely an energetic little boy. He kind of had the bigger than life attitude going on, checking out the tunnel, checking out the tarp and all the things. So overall, I do think that he will mature out as a medium energy dog, but he's going to have his puppy energy for a little while, I think. Alternatively, the sound and sight sensitivity, he got a low, which means when we popped that umbrella, did he notice? Was he stressed? Was he stressed by the shaker for sound sensitivity? He was not. He didn't even notice either one. So what that means is a home that's going to be very loud or busy with kids, or if you plan on taking your dog to sporting events or out into big, loud public places, he is going to take it with stride. He is going to have no problem with it. Yeah, it's going to be really easy to kind of transition into those louder, more situations that might be more startling for some dogs. I think he's going to be bomb-proof. Prey drive. Again, I gave him a high just because he definitely enjoyed chasing all the things. He was really kind of the only one that took after the balls during the temperament testing. Which can be super fun. A puppy with prey drive can be super fun. Alternatively, I want those families, if they have young kids in the home, what happens is if kids are running through the house, and guess what a puppy with high prey drive is going to do? They are going to chase the kids. So this is just something that I want families to understand. Right from the get-go, it can be helpful to be working on impulse control. So when you're playing fetch, it's okay to throw the ball and then ask him to wait and then release him. You might want to chase the rabbits or the squirrels running through the yard. So to be aware of this ahead of time and kind of set your training and your boundaries in place at the beginning so that, that it can be a fun trait and used to your advantage is excellent. So a family with kids, with a puppy with high prey drive, we always teach the kids need to be carrying a toy all the time. If you're walking through the house, you need to be carrying a toy so that the puppy is learning to chase the toy, not the kids. High human focus. He loves his people. You'll see in the temperament testing that he kept checking in with me, and he really wanted to be with me, and he wanted me to engage with him, and he kept checking back. So he's going to be the buddy that's going to follow you around the house, and he's going to be next to you on the couch, and you turn around, he's going to be there. Tender-hearted. So you notice that I kind of like roll on the floor and I have a fit, crying, and I see if he cares. And he does. He really cares. Oh, he was so sad for me. He was checking on my feelings. So if you're having a bad day, or if you're sick, or the kids aren't feeling well, he's gonna notice, and he's gonna be the guy by your side. He's gonna be the companion that's gonna want to make sure that your heart is okay. Dog friendliness, he was very assertive. He took to the dog right away, checking out his bum and his face. And so I think he will be totally fine. He loves getting along with the other adult dogs in the house. So if it's a home with with the dogs or not, I think he will get along just fine. So yeah, if you have any questions about Mugsy, you can let me know. I would love to chat more about any of these traits with you and what that looks like for your family.